So, a couple of weeks ago, on May the 4th to be exact, I travelled over to Seattle and I watched them with my friends Chris and Ryan win the CONCACAF Champions League final against Pumas from Mexico. It was amazing. Really had a fantastic day, and I barely made it, mind you. I just had to rush to emergency the day before, and I got diagnosed with diverticulitis, some horrible thing in your stomach. Then they gave me some antibiotics, and I said, "Oh, can I still go to the Champions League final? I've got a ticket." And they said, "Yes, just don't jump up and down too much." So I took that to heart. We went along, we won 3-0, which gave us a 5-2 on aggregate win. And I thought, I am going to do something to mark that. So today I've put on my Champions t-shirt, but this is actually from the 2019 MLS Cup final that I also went to with the same people plus Nikki. That was another story which I won't get into right now. And here I'm just going to make this. So put on some Peruvian music, Los Wemblers de Iquitos, and I'm naming this drink after the Peruvian striker on the team, Raúl Ruiz. He's from a district of Lima, not Iquitos as Los Wemblers are, but he's a key player. He scores lots of goals. He scored 2 goals on the night, but it was a magnificent team effort. And so I thought what I would do was take a drink that has become a little synonymous with Seattle, and that drink is The Last Word. It's not from Seattle, but it was repopularized in Seattle by a bartender a few years ago. And I am making a riff on that, and I am using Raúl Ruiz as my inspiration to create what I'm calling the Último Raúl. That sounds like the last Raúl, but it also could mean the ultimate Raúl. And I think that kind of play on words works as well. And that drink is a gin drink for The Last Word. The Ultima Palabra is a mezcal drink. There are lots of riffs on this famous cocktail. My one is going to use pisco. I have some Machu Pisco, which is quite tasty. And similarly to The Last Word, this is going to be an equal parts cocktail, so it's easy to do. So we'll start with the pisco, and I am going to go with 3/4 of an ounce of that. The other drink the other spirit that's also in there is green Chartreuse in a typical Last Word. And I'm sticking with that. I played around with the yellow Chartreuse and some other drinks, but given that Seattle Sounders play in green, I kind of felt I got to keep this green theme going a little bit. So I'm going of this delightful herbaceous liqueur, another 3/4 of an ounce, like so. And now this is where it started. This one really gets a little more different again. The other liqueur in The Last Word would be maraschino liqueur. But while that goes with pisco, I think that elderflower liqueur goes a little bit more. The floral notes really complement the aromas in the pisco. And so I am going to, with my Saint-Germain elderflower liqueur, another 3/4 of an ounce. And then I am sticking with the trad final ingredient here, and that is going to be some freshly squeezed lime. I'm going to need probably 1.5 limes. These are quite small. Don't know if you can see that, but they are. Go off screen for a second and get a knife and cut that. I should have thought about that a little bit earlier, but I didn't. Anyway, let's squeeze another. There we go, another 1/2 lime there, and one final one. Now, if I was in Peru, I'd actually be using limon, which is kind of like a lime, like a lemon, but kind of not in either case. And it's fantastic in a pisco sour, but this will do for this drink, I am fairly sure. There we go, squeeze that. Let's measure it out again, another 3/4 of an ounce of this. Now, if you want a much bigger drink, just go equal proportions, maybe 2 ounces each. I'm not going to judge that. But I'm going equal proportions here. I'll be honest though, I occasionally go slightly less on the lime juice. I sometimes don't want it completely tart, which it is otherwise. They all go together very well, but sometimes I want a little less citrus. You know, you do you. If you want more or less of something, find your own taste. But I'm sticking with the equal parts measurement for today. Now, it's got citrus in it, so I want to give that a good shake. That should do it. And then I am not going to fine strain this. As I've mentioned before, I kind of like those little particles of ice in the drink. I think it really adds to it. And let's go. Oh, okay, gorgeous color as it comes out into the glass. And then with the ice in it, you get a little kind of frosting in the glass as well. Little ice shards in there. Really all add to the appearance of this drink. Just looking so nice. That is what it looks like there. Let's see what we've got. Ah, that is delicious. Vamos, Sounders. Let's go, Sounders. Cheers.